I went and saw a mentalist once, and that shit made me infuriated. And you're like, and now I read your mind. I'm like, what am I supposed to suck your dick now? Like, fuck you.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to When
When
Harry Dumps
Harry Dumps
Sally.
Hallie.
I'm Tess Menzies.
I'm Natasha Vanek.
This is a podcast where we watch a rom-com and we talk about the main relationship in the rom-com and
And
if how long they're gonna stay together.
afterwards, who picks up with who, why, if so, etc.
Yeah. And today is election day. Make sure
Wow.
if you are listening to this early in the morning and you haven't voted yet, what are you get out there and
Go out
vote.
there. Listen
Get
to
out
us on
there
your
and do
drive
it.
to the voting salon. That's
If
what they
you're in
call it, right?
California, yes on 50,
Yes,
bitch.
on
Do
50.
it.
Please. Please.
Please.
Please.
Please. Please go.
Please.
Please. If you're
Yeah.
somewhere else, register to vote in California today.
Yeah,
Please.
or talk to your California friends and say, do it.
Please, please. But hopefully you've already done that and everything's gonna be fine and it's gonna be fine.
You know, people out there
But
just hate California and the rest of the
a lot
country.
of people hate
I
California.
don't think I realized that until this year. That's so crazy to me.
Yeah, I feel like I've known that a little bit. I think it depends on the state. I don't really know why. It feels very like I feel like when people hate a place this much, you're like, oh, it's because we're like better than you. Like it's like I don't even think about you.
They must be jealous of us.
I do feel like there's a weird like I'm like I don't get it. You know? Like I'm not thinking about Kentucky.
For sure not. And it's crazy to me too because like California is huge and you get two
Hmm.
hours from any main city and you're getting basically whatever political ideas are on these other states that quote unquote hate California. Like we have
We
all of
got a
what you
whole red
got.
chunk. You can,
So I don't
yeah.
know what you're hating about whole California. Just like that we're by the water and that life is pretty and nice. Like what?
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, it's also like Fox News has spread this whole narrative that we're like a liberal hellhole and that it's like a huge problem. And, there's definitely problems, but we're also like the fourth largest economy in the entire world. Like, we're not doing that bad.
No, I think we're doing okay. As long as we vote yes on 50.
Oh, yes, come on.
Come
Honestly, though,
on.
that's just us saving the rest of the country. Once again,
Yeah.
doing our
Once again,
best to sort out all your shit.
for what? For what?
For what? And you know what? If you don't let us do it, then maybe we'll just leave.
Bye. Wish we
Bye.
could.
It would be nice.
Well, so we
But
have like
anyway,
yes. Okay,
no,
let's
keep
go
going.
business.
Let's talk about,
No,
let's just talk about
well, it's just
politics.
like so like we people like hate California, but like I don't think it's like as commonly like in the zeitgeist. Like I think it's a thing that people feel, but like it's not in the zeitgeist the way that Florida is like a punchline for everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
Like
you feel like the hating California is new in the zeitgeist?
not new or really in the zeitgeist, just like a general feeling that's happening in other states. But probably because a lot of
Yeah.
like media is made in like California or New York, you know?
Yeah.
But also Florida's ridiculous.
I mean, it's a big Fox News narrative that California is terrible.
Yeah,
And people hate Gavin Newsom, and he represents
fine.
California.
Fine. I mean, I think they hated us pre Gavin.
Oh, absolutely.
Without
I think that
Gavin.
people have always, it's again, like, I
It's
feel
because
like
they're
it's a hate
jealous.
us
They hate
because
us because they can't
they,
be us.
I really think there's some of that because, like, I feel like within California, and like, obviously, I feel like living in San Francisco before LA, like I love San Francisco, love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the vibe when I was moving to LA, like being up there, everyone was like, LA sucks. Like we
I
hate
know.
LA. We hate LA.
It's so
It's
silly.
bad. And I was like, oh God, I'm not gonna like LA. And then I moved here and I'd be like, oh, I was living in San Francisco, and everyone in LA is like, oh yeah, I love San
We love
Francisco.
San Francisco.
San Francisco's great. And
Yeah.
it's just like we don't think about you. Like you
Yep.
hate us, and it's like kind of weird. Is it because we're
It's
hotter than you?
it's older sibling,
Like,
younger sibling vibes, you know?
yes.
You're like, they're always blah blah blah, and the older one's like, nice to see ya.
Yeah, it's so great to see you. I know. It feels very, I'm just like, okay,
Hmm.
whatever. But yeah, people love hating California. That's fine. We'll just keep,
That's fine.
subsidizing your state or
You're
whatever.
welcome.
You're fucking welcome.
Okay, we'll do our podcast now.
We watched My Date with the
My
President's
date with the president's
Daughter.
daughter. Is it a 98
My
song?
date with the president's
President's
daughter. Oh,
daughter.
yeah. My date
My
with the
date with the
president's
president. I assume that song
daughter.
was made for the film, right? That wasn't
I
one they
would
just like, oh,
imagine.
what a coincidence.
This is from 1998.
Yeah, it's like a Disney TV movie.
Yeah, a Disney Channel original. And
Yeah.
our log line is a teenager unwittingly falls for the American president's daughter, and the pair soon find themselves off on a wild adventure.
Not wrong.
That's exactly what happened. I
One of
know
our
I
most
had,
accurate log lines, actually.
yeah. We love when that happens.
Yeah, and it's Hallie, who's the president's daughter, and Duncan, who is
Yes,
the guy.
Elizabeth Harnoy, maybe, and Will
Sure.
Friedle, Hallie
The
and
guy from Boy Meets
Duncan.
World. The brother from
Oh,
Boy Meets
okay,
World.
cool.
Hmm.
Um, I know that I had seen this movie because I knew the theme song of it, but
Mm,
I didn't have like memory of what happened.
I have zero memory, but was delighted to
Yeah,
see who I refer to as Eric there. Eric, the older brother
yes.
from Boy Meets World.
I've never seen Boy Meets World.
Yeah, I could tell from when I said the brother from Boy Meets World and you gave me nothing, and I'm like,
And I
okay,
said, okay.
yeah, roles reversed.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't watch a lot of TV growing up.
Hmm. And that's good and healthy, probably.
So I feel like I saw movies if I was like at a friend's house, but you weren't like at a friend's house watching TV shows. So I just like
Yeah,
didn't
that
know
makes sense.
anything. I don't know. There's like a big chunk of TV culture that I really missed out on, and I have nothing to say about it.
What's great is better TV keeps coming out, you know?
Yeah,
You're
I
here for
got
the
on
best
board
TV now.
eventually when I
Yeah.
was
Well,
like,
they made it better.
yeah, I feel like I was like 23 and I was like, oh my God, have you guys heard of TV?
And we're like, yeah, but don't worry, it just got good.
Yeah, yeah, don't worry. Nothing good came before this. People
No,
didn't talk about The
no one talked about it.
Sopranos or whatever the fuck.
I still haven't seen that.
Me neither. I don't need to. I know
Um,
how it ends.
yeah, B2 for sure.
There's like a famous scene in a diner where just like Journey starts playing and it's like silent and nobody really understood the ending.
Oh,
It gets parodied a lot.
yeah, I did. I do like a dating game show, and we make people send us their like search results. And I think
Hmm.
one of the search results in someone's thing was like Sopranos ending explained.
Oh,
And now I understand why.
yeah. I think it just like didn't really do anything. They were just sort of like, we don't know. It feels very, from my perspective, like not knowing anything about the show, like we don't know how to end this. So here you go.
Yeah, sorry, I turned down the
Maybe. I
lights.
don't know.
Well, we didn't see it. We didn't see it. We don't know anything.
That's not what we are here to discuss. We're here to
No,
talk about Duncan and Hallie and their wild first date.
their
And at
wild
the
first
end,
date.
they're going on
At
a
the end,
second
we get a
date.
second date. Um,
So, how long
yeah,
do
and
we
so
think?
how
And
long
then
do we
we'll
think
jump
they're gonna be
in.
together? Okay, some. We don't know how soon the second date. I think we assume actually just a few days later,
It seems pretty fast.
or it seems. A few days later seems like it's when the president comes to the school, and I don't know how soon after that is the first date, but it seems, sorry,
I
second
like
date, but it
that
seems pretty
weekend.
fast.
Yeah.
And he is 17. She
Yes.
is
They're
some
both
age.
probably around the same age.
The vibe is none of them have ever dated.
No, because he's a nerd and she's not allowed.
Yeah. But I'll talk about her vibe, but her vibe is ridiculous. My God.
I hate her.
Yeah, same. She's so, and the acting in it for her is so weird.
It was, I feel like this is going to be a big reversal where we're like real team man and just like this chick needs to
Yeah,
not.
a nightmare. She also, just like some context into her behavior, only child.
Only child, the
Only child.
president's daughter,
Yes,
privileged as fuck. Like this
yes.
girl
She
sucks.
sucks. And then Duncan, like working family, older brother, has a
Hmm.
younger sister, knows siblings
Good
and people
kid,
and
kind of a
responsibility,
nerd,
has like a
likes
normal
magic.
allowance, does stuff. Yes. Okay, I think,
You ready for it?
yeah,
Three, two,
I'm just trying to
one.
think. I'm just trying to think. All right.
Okay.
Three,
Three,
two,
two,
one,
one,
6 months?
1 week.
1 week! 1 week!
I need them to get this shit over with.
1 week! Yeah, I'd love if they get the shit. I think it's too like novel for both of them to like be dating, period. It's exciting for her to have someone to date, and also like
Yeah, that's
people in her life are
fair.
cool with it. It's so hard for her to meet a guy. She goes to an all-girls school. Every second of her life is regimented. Where is she going to meet somebody else?
And now she's allowed to like go out with the Secret Service, like tailing them, of
Obviously.
course. And he'll be
Um,
like, "All right, fine. I just hated her so much. I want him to get away
I
from
did
her.
too. But
Duncan, get it together. This bitch is crazy."
no, he's gonna know she's crazy, but he also won't know any different. He hasn't dated anyone else before and be like, wow, she's a beautiful woman. It's so beautiful. You know what I mean? I think she'll get
Okay,
sick
but
of him at
like,
6 months. She'll be bored of
how
him.
many times do you think, like, okay, yes, we see them leaving and it's like, okay, it's all fine now, and the Secret Service is like tailing them, but the Secret Service in this movie is also incompetent, and
Incredibly
she's
incompetent.
going to run away from them again and get him in a trouble again. And how many times is he going to put up with getting in trouble?
I do think the Secret Service might level up their game a little bit,
They better.
but they are incompetent.
This is why
I
9/11 happened. Like,
100%, and I've always said
yeah.
that. The Secret Service people can't keep track of a little lady on a date, you know?
Yeah.
I think that she wants clearly like a bad adventure boy, and that's like
Yes.
not who the
Bitch
other's
is
gonna be.
fucking insane. This shit, I cannot. Oh my
I
God. She
agree.
is getting herself into like the wackiest situations. She also is just like clearly has grown up in this weird bubble where she like
Yeah,
has never once had to consider another person's feelings. Like her
never.
behavior is regularly just like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, of course I'm gonna do this. Of course I'm gonna dance with some other random guy. Like, of course I'm
She's
gonna.
such a bitch, like from go, like
She is
from the first
such
moment, the first
mean
scene.
girl
Yes,
energy.
yes,
Major mean girl.
just like real yuck. I
Yeah.
There's no world where it's just 1 week, respectfully to your
Yeah,
opinion.
you're right. Listen, I'm biased.
I know, we all
I
hope.
allowed my hatred to get in the way of my logic.
No, we are doing science here. This podcast is a science.
We
It's
have
a
to really think
science.
about. You are right. You are right. Maybe
Realistically,
6. Can I say 3?
you want to say 3 months? I accept this. But consider that realistically, there's no way they go on more than 1 or 2 dates a week, but she has to travel for work, for her dad's work, all of the time. So it's even hard to see each other for
Yeah.
those 1 or 2 dates a week. So it's like not enough time to get sick of each other
They're
too
not going to get
fast,
sick of each
even.
other, and
And
everything's going to
each
be so
time,
controlled, and it's going to be like, oh, yay.
and
Also,
it's
it's going to be
almost like
scary for him if he's going to break up with her, but she's got to break up with him.
she will break up with him because she will be sick of him, or
Yeah.
somehow she'll find some other like minister's son that excites her somewhere. Like, I
Hmm.
think that's what's gonna get her off of this train that she ultimately will be bored by.
Or
Um,
maybe her dad will lose his reelection and
they'll have a real life, and
he,
then he'll find out she's a bitch.
yeah, or she'll be like, okay, I'm done. I can date like regular boys, even though you have Secret Service
You have Secret
forever,
Service for the
right?
rest of your life.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen. And I do think
She's not going to
because
date a normal guy. Like, she's going to be
no,
rolling in circles with like celebrities.
it'll be celebrities, other like kind of like big high up government people's sons. Like I see it being like a
Hmm.
some big prime minister for some other country's son. I see that
Yeah.
happening for her, and that could
Red,
easily
white,
happen on
and
one of
royal
these
blue
trips.
style.
Exactly. I don't think. I think she ends it because of something like that, probably. That's more interesting to her and she realizes more interesting. But until then, they're essentially functioning sort of like a long distance relationship where each time they see each other is so excited, so planned, like such a
Yeah.
big deal. Sorry to fight for this one. I don't like it. I want you to know I don't like it.
No, I agree that you are correct,
We are
and I
women in STEM
really
here, okay?
we are doing real research.
We are not
Thank
women
you for
in
keeping me in
opinion.
check when I let my emotions get ahead of
Thank
me.
you. Thank you.
You're
All right.
right.
Now let's
These
go through this
two.
movie and talk about what a bitch she is.
She's such a bitch. There was one point towards the end where I was like, am I being biased
No,
because she's just a like a woman who knows what she wants?
no.
She sucks. Okay, I agree, but I just
She
had a moment where
straight
I
up
was like, am
sucks.
I
No.
being
Mm-mm.
ridiculous?
Mm-mm. We like love women's rights. We love women's wrongs. We don't love this woman. She's a bitch.
She's a mean, mean girl. Like at her
She is
all-girls
not
school,
nice.
she is mean.
I believe it. She doesn't
Mm-hmm.
talk about having girlfriends, probably because she doesn't. Like,
Because she doesn't.
she's probably really mean. Like, I think we see the first morning. We start off with like a morning,
Mm-hmm.
her waking up, the fun song, and then breakfast. And then she asks her dad for jam and is like such a bitch about it from like go. She's like, oh, where's the jam? And I'm like,
I want
we're at
jam.
breakfast.
I mean, I feel like the other thing is she like I think part of what they're showing here is like her dad's kind of ignoring her, like she's pissed off. Being a child in the White House would be terrible. I will give
Terrible.
her that.
Yes.
But
Yes.
like her personality, if she honestly, if she weren't the president's daughter and didn't have all these fucking restrictions, this girl would be a problem in high school. Like
Yeah.
at a like just a regular life, like she'd be going off like she's crazy.
She would be doing crazy shit.
Yeah,
I
and
think
not be
there's an
nice. And she would
argument
still
for
behave this way, even if she wasn't like, oh, I've been forced to like live this life or whatever.
I think there's an argument for like I don't necessarily believe this with her, but like when you're so hyper restricted, you want to go opposite so hard. And that could be
Yes.
her, but I think she would just be a menace, period.
No, I think she would be bad no matter what. I
Yeah.
think only children, you got to be real careful if you've got one of them because that
I
can
don't
go bad.
I don't know if we've ever like hated a woman lead so much in any of our movies. Do
I know,
you?
that's what I'm saying. This is going to be a first. I mean, we've had women like, I feel like in He's Just Not That Into You, we had like women that we were like, you're kind of, well, the women in He's Just Not That Into You were pretty bad.
Yeah, they
ScarJo
were
was
kind of
pretty
bummy
bad.
too.
But like, this is one where I'm like fully rooting for Duncan to get the hell out of this
Yes.
situation. Like, in
Yes.
the end, when he's like, it's fine, I had a great night, I was like, Duncan,
No, I
have
didn't.
some self-respect.
No,
This was a
you
bad
didn't.
night.
But he listed off to his friends in the lockers, and it sounds pretty cool compared to a normal night for
I mean,
him.
he
So I get
hasn't
it.
ever dated and she
Exactly.
is cute or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, let's go
anyway,
through the thing.
she like pretends to choke at the table and
She
everyone's
doesn't
like,
want to go to
"Yeah, you
school.
still." I feel like she's like trying to be cool girl coded, but instead she's just mean.
She's mean, but then her vibe and her acting is so much like a cliche like old mom who's like freshly divorced and trying to be young again is like her strange vibe and her way she acts and stuff. It's so
Chances are
weird.
this was written by a divorced mom.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know who wrote it. No, it was written by William Robertson and Alex Zam. But it is Disney Channel original movie acting, which is
Yeah,
always going to be insane.
except for Duncan, who did a great job, and we love him and his work in Boy Meets World
We
with the older
love
brother.
him and we love Boy Meets World on this
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so like she really wants to go to her middle school, sorry, her school dance. It's not a middle school, her dance.
Yes.
And she has to miss it
But
because
is
of
it
some like
her dance? Is there a
it's
dance or she just
there.
wants to go on a date?
No, no, she has a dance at her school, her all girls school, who I assume has like a
Okay.
companion school that she has to miss because the president's like, we gotta go on this
We
thing.
have a fundraising event or something.
But yeah, they always have something. And so she has to show up at the president's speech about family.
Yes. And, they're talking about, oh, you have to make sacrifices. And she's like, I go to an all-girls school, like, and I'm the only one who hasn't been on a date. And the mom's like, maybe go out on a date with the second son, Reed. And
And we
she's
meet him at
like,
the speech and he's gross.
yeah, he's creepy, he's
Uh-huh.
annoying. He's
Yeah.
like, putting his arm around her and she's like, I don't date outside of my species. She's got all of these like one-liner like zingers that are
Uh-huh.
very like, again, I think she's supposed to come off as like
Cool.
cool and like a badass girl that you want to be, but I'm like, this girl's a bitch.
Yeah, she is not pleasant. I mean, Cherie is gross, but she generally not pleasant.
No. And really, like she starts off not too terrible. Like all of this it gets as this movie progressed, I was like, wow, I hate you.
To me, the thing with the jam was such a red flag from go. I'm like,
There were red flags from go. I'm not saying I
yeah,
liked her off the top. I'm just
yeah,
saying like
yeah.
it really devolved into it. Like at this point it's like, yeah, Rita's being creepy. Yeah, your parents are
Her stuff
ignoring
with
you.
Reed
You're like
was
kind of a
fine.
brat. Like I
Yeah,
feel like she was like bratty off the top and then it was like, oh my God, you're a monster.
yeah. So during this speech, she sees she has an opportunity to like go to the mall alone without Secret Service, and that's so exciting for her. So she does.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, she runs off.
yeah. And then we cut to
We're at
meet
the music
Duncan.
store.
Yeah,
And, there's two guys, Duncan's friends, talking about music. And Duncan comes up and he's like, oh, I got a coin out of your nose. I got a coin out of your ear. He's doing weird fucking magic tricks because, like, that's his thing. He's like, look at these fucking rings. Let me do magic.
so relatable. Like I can't tell you how much I related to that. I had a whole summer where I was doing magic tricks at people that did not want it. I like had my invisible thumb around, my fake thumb around, so I could make stuff disappear in the thumb. No one cared for it. No one liked
Yeah.
it. People love to hate magic as if it's not so exciting, but whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm one of those people,
who hates magic?
unfortunately.
I know you don't like it, but I imagine you're still like at a magic show. You're like, how do you do that? And isn't that kind
No,
of fun
I'm
to have
pissed
that?
off. I'm
Yeah, you're
pissed
pissed
off
off
at a
that they
magic
got
show.
you.
I don't like being tricked and lied to. And as far as I'm concerned, magic is gaslighting because I'm
Yeah,
like,
it
that
is.
is fake. Stop
Yeah,
lying to me. Stop
yeah,
trying to trick me. I will say, like, because I've gone to the Magic Castle a few times
yeah,
now, which is like a whole thing in LA,
yeah.
where it's like tons of magic shows going on. And that was definitely a vibe, although there were certain magicians that pissed me off. I saw a female magician. That was great. I was like, I love being tricked by a woman. Yum, yum,
Of
yum.
course.
Trick me all you want.
Yes, yes,
But like old white men tricking me, I'm like,
yes,
literally, that is
yes,
assault.
yes. It
So
is. It
you
is
are
assault, and no
lying.
one talks about it. I will say
I
though, there's like a quite a sort of talking about like lying and tricking you. Like that's also what like comedy is. Like a lot of comedy is
I
lying
don't
and
like
tricking
stand-up
you.
comedians for the most part either. So maybe
Hey,
it's yeah. Well, I think a lot of them are douchebags.
but what about me?
But I love you. Again,
Okay.
ladies.
Okay, fine. I accept this. I accept this premise. I was just at I
uh,
had to work a 7-year-old's birthday party, and he brought in this magician that I guess he met 30 years ago. And the magician was doing really cool stuff. Whole audience, either too old, tired, or drunk to care for it. And it was so rough to watch, especially because he did like
hmm
magicians have to functionally, I guess, do crowd work. So he like brought up a guy who was supposed to take a ring and hide it in both of his hands, hold his hands out, and the magician was going to be able to tell which one it's in. And this guy refused over and over again. So he kept like putting it in his pocket or putting it like he wouldn't do the trick. And I was like, this is awful. This is like a nightmare. People
Yeah, if
suck.
people won't play along, I will admit that I'm probably not the best audience member to be pulled up into a magic show, and not because I won't participate, I will. I'm just mad.
You're
Like I'm
mad the whole
not
time.
like happy. I've been pulled on stage and I'm just like I can't even fucking believe that you would do this to me.
I'm a good
Um
person.
I'm like, you're lying. Honestly, like, I think it should be explained to me in the end. Like, I think that
I
it
agree
annoys
with
me
that.
because I know it's a trick.
It should be explained to you in the end. I think it's rude not to.
I will also say, like, again, I can get into it if it's like theatrical. Like, I've seen magic shows where it's very theatrical, and I like that because then I'm like, it's a show.
It's
I think it's
entertainment.
similarly with like stand up. It's like, oh, this
Hmm.
is, I'm being entertained. Unless
Yeah.
it's like some person, I don't know, you know how some of it's obviously bad. And I think a lot of magic is like not entertaining. It's just them being like, ha, gotcha. And I'm like,
Yeah.
literally, fucking, like, fuck you. Uh, but the other one that I hate more than like like fun card tricks, super fast paced, like stuff like that. Okay, great, that's fine.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I went and saw a mentalist once and that shit made me infuriated. Like I genuinely was like this man is a monster and should go to jail.
What's kind of like the difference there? Is it just like them like guessing what you're thinking or
Yes,
whatever?
they're like,
So that's
I'm
what this
reading
magician
your
did.
mind.
Yes.
Fuck you. You're not reading my mind. Don't play into my paranoia that everyone can read my mind, you fucking sicko. Like, get out
Well,
of
he was saying that
here.
we all have tells, and he was reading the tells, like he didn't
Creepy.
think of
It's
magic.
pickup artist shit. They're pickup artists.
They
They're
are pickup
basically
artists for sure.
fucking what's
Yes.
his face?
Yes.
I think that a lot of magicians need to be looked into because
Oh, for sure. If magicians had the money to be on Epstein's list, they would be on Epstein's list.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm
And
on board
not,
here.
listen, hashtag not all magicians. I have not hated all of them.
Yeah.
I've had an good time at certain magic shows, but some of them I'm
Man,
just like, mm-mm, I
you
don't
would have
like this.
hated this one a
You
couple
seem
nights
real
ago.
smug about the fact that you
They
tricked
are
me. You
so smug, and I don't
fucking
like that.
I don't like when they're smug about it. I'm like, have
No.
fun. Be like, ha 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 ha, we're having fun. You're like, and now I read your mind. I'm like, what am I supposed to suck your dick now? Like, fuck you.
It would be insane
Oh,
if
wow.
we did like a comedy set and after the audience laughing like, and I made you laugh.
And I did that to you. Like, I did it to you.
That'd be
I'm like,
crazy.
exactly. I just don't like when they're all
No,
self-important, which I think a
no,
lot of them are because a lot of them are losers.
they are losers and they need something. But Duncan is great, and I love Duncan and his
I
work.
love
For the
Duncan. He's
record,
just kind of a
he's
weirdo
great.
loser, and I love you as well, despite your magic phase, which I think you should bring back.
Thank you. I didn't think that's where we'd get to in this conversation, but
I think
okay,
that
I'll bring it
you
back.
should, again, I love a lady magician, so I think you should do
Yeah,
it.
it's true. I'll do it. I'll get back into it. It'll be part of my comedy act now.
Yes, everyone loves that.
So his friends do think he's a loser for doing magic, for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's when I think maybe I missed the part where they like make a bet that he can't get anyone at a school dance or something.
Yeah, they do that because they're like, oh, yeah, that's real cool, Duncan. Babes are going to be all over you. And then Steve, this like weirdo leather jacket bro, like classic 80s villain kind of whatever, comes in and like knocks him over. And it's all like, oh, I'm bad. And then he goes and he starts talking to some girls, and his friends are like, see, girls like that. They like a guy who's aggressive and strong, not geeks with magic tricks.
like it's also like his friends, and I'm like, sorry, what do you guys have to offer? What are you guys
Yeah.
pretending you're doing that's so much cooler, you know?
I mean, they both do seem to have dates to the dance, which
That's
we see
true.
later. But yeah, then they're like $50 says you can't get a date to the dance, and he's like, because at first he's like, I don't even care. I don't want to go to the dance. The dance is for morons. Like,
Uh-huh.
I'm doing magic.
And
But
magic's
then
cool and not
he
for
could
morons.
use $50. So he hypes himself up and he's like, all right, I'm gonna ask a
I'll
girl
do
out.
it. And
And
he happens to run into our girl Hallie, who's in the mall.
yeah, she's there.
And
She snuck away from the fundraiser and she's trying on hats.
yeah, and he's like
And
basically in love with her right when he looks at her and he starts talking to
mhm,
her. And he tries to mention that he's doing magic, and then he realizes, like, oh, people hate magic. So he goes, I was at a magic sporting goods store.
yeah, he's like, I bungee jump, I do karate, and I rock climb. And then he's like, I
Uh-huh.
bungee jumped off the north rim of the Grand Canyon and the bungee snapped. It's like this story he starts to tell her.
I was just like, Betty, you'd be dead. What?
Buddy, what are we doing?
So then he invites her to his dance.
And she's like, "Yep, love to go." But she sees the Secret Service, so she has to run away. And she's like,
Yeah.
"Here's my address. Come pick me up." And she's like, "It's a big white house. You can't miss it."
Yep. It's so funny. And then her parents do come around to like letting her go, I guess, on this date to this guy's
Yeah,
dance.
she's like, "Can I go?" And Dad's like, "No." And Mom's like, "Come
Come
on.
on.
She is
Our
a
bitch
teen
daughter needs to do
girl.
something, you know?
Yeah, we got to get her out of the house because she's a terror."
She's making
Honestly,
everyone
the Secret
sad.
Service probably wanted to lose her.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh no, where'd she go?
They're like, "Oh
Ooh,
no, the lady who
ooh,
terrorizes us was lost."
ooh, maybe you should make another kid. It'll be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do
So
you
then
think? I
we,
mean, this must happen a lot with the Secret Service where they like hate the president or hate the president's family. I guess you just
yes,
have to, it would be a terrible job.
yes.
You would just have to like, I just can't imagine doing that because if I hated the person I was protecting, I'd be like, oh, okay, you want to die? Like,
Yeah, it's terrible because like as a service worker, you get a range of people and some are terrible and some are neutral, and this is
hmm
potentially to one person all the time who is terrible.
yes.
It's a nightmare.
So,
We see Duncan's
Duncan's,
normal family.
yes. And
His dad
he's
does
getting
not
ready
like
for
the
the
president.
dance. His dad likes the guy who's running against him.
Yes.
And his, yeah, family doesn't have a lot of money. His sister's making fun of him for his cologne. And he's like, Dad, I'm on a date. Can I borrow? He has a company car, which is like a
Yeah.
red BMW. But
Yeah.
Dad's like, no, you can drive the station wagon.
Yeah. And you can have my credit card, but only for emergencies. And then Duncan's first
And
bad thing is he took the BMW instead of the station wagon, which
yeah,
was off brand
which
for him.
I was like,
And he
and
did that on
Dad
his own.
gave exactly. So Duncan is ready to be a little bit bad,
Yeah, he is. He is. It's true.
but I was confused how he got the keys to the BMW because the dad gave him the station wagon keys, but then I was like, magic, probably,
I
probably
think
sleight
it's
of
magic.
hand.
I imagine it was just a keychain with all the keys on it.
Yeah. Well, if you
Yeah.
don't want your kid taking the BMW, don't give them those keys.
He just thought that his son, who's been good his whole life, would just do what he
Yes.
said, you know, because he's an idiot.
Yeah. I would never
And
trust a teenager with anything.
no, because I'm not a fool.
Not a fucking idiot, because they're
Yeah.
the worst people on the planet.
Yeah. And we all know because we were that. So this dad's an
hmm
idiot. But the so he takes the BMW and he's driving to find the house, and he's like the White House, and he thinks that she's like tricked him and given a fake
Of
address, and then
course.
they pass him through the White House. They do a whole security to him. She comes down. She's dressed like an old woman, and I'm like, what's going on? Why?
Yeah, her whole thing is she like has these weird outfits that are like picked out for her, I guess, to make her seem like put together and like presidential or something, which I guess like is a thing. I don't know, it'd be terrible living in the White House. Everything about it would be awful.
Yeah.
Everything
Well,
about being that job and being a
her,
relative of it.
it's true, but like the way they dress her and do her hair, it really is like 60-year-old wife. Hair
Yes.
is up, like it's kind of like a whatever cardigan over a dress that's just like a whatever color. Anyway, she introduces
She's
Duncan
like,
to the
okay, I'm gonna
president.
introduce you to my dad, and he's like, oh yeah, the president.
And the president's like,
Um,
here's what I know about you. You had your appendix out. You got a parking ticket. Blah, 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 blah. You know? Which is very scary.
yes, he's done all of this background check, which makes sense.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he?
And then he introduces him to the head of Secret Service.
Mm-hmm.
They give him a list of pre-approved secure locations, and he's about to be like, "Oh, what about we want to go to my
The
school
dance
dance?"
at the
And
school.
she's like, "Don't
Throwing that
worry, we're
out.
just doing dinner and a movie, just dinner and a movie."
Like, why does this have to be a thing? This could have just been norm. Whatever.
And I do agree towards the end, we're like, okay, they both are kind of mutually using each other in this situation,
Yes.
but she's awful.
Yeah.
She's just so mean. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Secret Service is in the back of his car. They're driving to the movie theater and they're like, okay, we've got Snow White and the Frog Prince, which is so mean to him.
Yeah. It's so funny. The Secret Service calls him the Frog Prince. And the security laughed because he mentions he's a black belt, and like the Secret Service laughed. They're like, no, fuck
They're like,
you.
no, you fucking aren't, dude.
Yeah.
Um, what do you, Secret Service nicknames are also kind of fun, but also everybody knows what they are. Like, I feel like it's like released what the president's nickname is, and so that I'm like, is this just like a formality at this point,
I
or like a
think it's
fun bit?
I think it's a fun bit. I really believe that. It's just to make things a little bit more enjoyable and make them feel like they're doing important secret stuff when we all know.
We all know they're
Yeah.
just bumbling around trying to get rid of the president's daughter.
Yeah. I really think it's just for them to have a little fun and feel a little creative
Yeah,
for a second.
good for them. They
Yeah.
deserve it.
So they
Uh,
want to sneak out of the theater, and she does it by like pretending she's about to kiss him and pull him down into the floor,
mhm.
and they kind of
And the
crawl out.
Secret Service sees this,
Yeah.
and like one of them is like, "Oh, should I like go after
Protect.
this?" And the guy's like, "No, I think he's the one who's in trouble because he knows she's fucking
She's
awful."
terrible. Yeah.
He's like, "This kid is about to deal with this bitch that we've been dealing with for the past 4 years."
It's so true. Yeah, they hate her
Yeah.
for
And they're
sure.
like, "Oh no, she's gone.
She's
Oh,
gone.
oops."
Oh man. So like when they sneak out, they go, I guess she wants to get new clothes.
She wants new clothes because she's dressed like an old lady, and she's like, I
And
want to wear something hot.
she's like, I don't want to look nice. I want to look hot. But the way she delivers it really feels like a middle-aged divorcee woman. Like it really feels so ridiculous. Ugh. Um, so whatever.
And they are, the head of the Secret Service informs the president that Hallie's gotten lost, that she
Yes.
ran away. And then the president's like, they're like, well, we might as well go to the fundraiser and just contact us when you find her, because he also hates his daughter. Nobody likes her.
He does, he does. But also, they're like, a lot of people are donating a lot of money, and there's no way you're going to be elected without that money, blah, blah, blah.
Yes. I do think a
Um,
big theme in this is the president learning that, like, maybe he should pay attention to his daughter and maybe she'll
yeah, and
be
he
less
says,
of a
like, over and over
monster.
again, like, being president's hard, but being a father is hard, and while being president. And it's like,
Hmm.
if you're paying attention to your kid, it's going to be work. And if
Yes.
you're
Being a
doing more work,
parent
it
is a
should be
lot of
better.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing work,
Being
you're going to see the
president sounds
outcome.
fucking awful.
Yes.
It's truly, I don't understand why anyone would want to do it, but
Well,
whatever.
now, our Trump guy is making it look like it's probably a great time. So I think it
There's a
probably used to
great
be worse.
line. Yeah, now it's really cool.
Yeah. Now you get whatever you want out of it.
Now you just can demolish a big chunk of the White House and it's no biggie.
No biggie. Make a fake crypto coin, make millions off of it, do whatever.
Yeah, nothing
Get a plane.
matters.
Get a plane. So yeah, so Hallie's
They're
like,
in
oh,
this
you gotta,
cool like 90s clothing store. The clothing
yeah,
store was like very fun, very
very
cool.
fun, very like groovy-ish.
Yeah, and she's taking forever trying on like a bajillion dresses and he's
Mm-hmm.
like it's again like so at this point in the movie because again she'd been bratty and like
Yeah.
spoiled but not
Mm-hmm.
hadn't done anything yet that I was like, this bitch is a monster.
I don't know. The
Um,
jam thing at the top really got me. The
you really
breakfast
hated the
jam,
jam thing.
did
I
not
saw
like it.
that as very bratty and spoiled, and her being like, my
Uh-huh.
parents don't pay attention to me.
Whose parents pay attention to
Natasha's
them?
like, yeah,
That's what
mo
growing up is. I am so
get it
confused by it,
together, bitch.
honestly. Dad absent, mom at work. What?
Find
I'm not
your
gonna
own
be a bitch
fucking
about
jam.
jam.
Listen, I wouldn't have been allowed to be a bitch about jam either, but I saw it as bratty and spoiled, which I don't love. But
Yeah,
then she
okay.
really just turns
Yes.
awful.
Yeah.
So at this point, I was like, oh, are we doing like all, oh, bitches be shopping, bitches be trying on clothes? But again, it is that she has no regard for another person's time. She is
And
truly just
money.
like, she is like, I am free for the first time. I'm going to do whatever I want.
Yes.
Which is, but then she's just dragging Duncan on this, like, poor Duncan, who again is using her to win a bet, but also is being dragged on
Sure.
this fucking insane journey.
But she like has zero empathy, and then she's like, you got to get a new outfit too, and she picks an outfit for him, and she's like, you can pay for it, you have a credit card, and he's like, I don't really, it's not whatever. And it's like, you're gonna make him pay $730, like obviously you don't know the value of the money, like you're spoiled, you're elite,
Yeah,
you never had to actually buy anything, you never had to work. Like $730 in
that was
98.
insane. I was wondering, so when it was, I was like, oh, I can't wait to see what the price of this is because I was like, oh, it's gonna be some like 90s expensive, and I was like, 730.
That's
I
crazy.
wouldn't, if somebody made me pay for a $730
No,
jacket today, I'd be like, absolutely not. I don't fucking have
zero
that for a jacket.
chance.
I don't have that for shit. Like,
Oh,
what?
I couldn't believe it. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh, his life's ruined. His
Yeah. And
life's
then she sees,
ruined.
yes, his dad should never allow him to leave the house again.
No, no.
Crazy. And
But then whatever,
then
they go outside and she sees Steve, that jerk on the motorcycle,
yes,
and he
because
winks at
she
her.
she sees the thing for Club Alien, and she's like, "Let's go to Club Alien," and he's like, "Let's go to our dance."
Yeah, and
And then
so she
yeah,
sees that guy's
motorcycle guys
motorcycle off,
there.
and so she's like, "Let me drive your car." And her
Yes, and
driving's crazy.
this is when I was like, okay, never mind. I fucking hate her
I think we're gonna
because
keep saying this over and over again.
how much, but I just want to say this is the point because up until now I was like, spoiled brat. This is the point when she like, Steve rolls up on his motorcycle and is like, "Hey, girl," and she's like, "Hey,"
Hi.
and I'm like, "You're on a date,
What are
girl.
you
What are we
doing?
doing?
Why do you need
What
to be
is
such a
this?
bitch?
Why are you such a bitch?"
She's really a monster. She's a
We're really
monster.
tearing apart this 17-year-old girl, but I did not like her.
I don't like her.
And then
And
she's like,
then,
"Let me drive your car." She's probably
which is
never driven in her
wild.
life. She's driving like a psycho.
Yes. And then Duncan's dad at home, who was at a different, I think, fundraising event for maybe the opposite president
He's
or the opposite guy.
he's doing some party, but his boss is there and he's trying to like really show his boss a good time so he can get some promotion.
Something. And there's a lot about him potentially being the vice president for the other guy. It's kind of the talk a lot because he's currently the Secretary of Agriculture. And and so
Okay.
And so Duncan's dad at some point realizes his BMW is gone and he freaks
Hmm.
out. And then the Secret Service shows up to their party, Duncan's family's house. That's when we find out the BMW is a
Yes.
company car. It is not.
I do feel like if he's the Secretary of Agriculture, they're probably not like super working class.
I don't think they're super working class, but I think it sounds like the dad's like kind of instilling normal values with the son. Like
Yes.
he has an allowance, he does normal stuff. Like
Right.
it feels closer
It's
to
obviously not
normal.
the same level, of
No,
course.
night and day.
Okay. But yes, he realizes the car is gone, and then his boss is like, "Why'd you let him drive the company car?"
Yeah. And he's like, whatever. And so we cut to Hallie and Duncan, and like a weird big monstery car comes up to them with some dudes being weird.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, little lady, what are you doing? And she's like, my boyfriend will beat you up, like,
He's a
and you
black
just
belt.
wait. He's gonna come. She's like, yeah, let me talk shit to these random men in like a monster truck. I'm like,
I'm like,
what
bitch, you
are
don't have
you
your Secret
doing?
Service anymore. You left them at the movie theater. Who's going to protect you? You're
Yeah,
stupid.
you are so dumb. And she's
She
like,
lives her
I'm
whole life.
sorry,
Like, she
I
has them
happen
around
to
her.
be very outspoken. Like, I was
No,
like,
you're a
you
bitch.
are awful.
Babe. And he's like, Duncan's like, we got to get off the road because they're going to come after us and it's going to be a problem, you know?
Yeah. And she
And
like drives off and they drive over the guy's shoe and she's like, woohoo, yay.
yeah.
And
And,
this is when she's like, I'm just very outspoken. And he's like, yeah, it's easy to be outspoken when you have your own secret service. Like, you can
yes.
get away with this because of who you are. But, like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
You never have to fight him. It's like the cliche of like the tiny chihuahua like fighting against other chihuahuas, but like the owner's there any second to like grab him, you know? Like, yeah,
Yeah,
you're never gonna have to end up fighting. So it's so easy to be outspoken when
right.
nothing's gonna happen to you. And I think we cut to the Secret Service showing up at Duncan's parents' house, and they're like, "I think your son went with our daughter." And the sister, Duncan's sister, is very funny, and she's like, "A girl would have to be brain dead to go out with Duncan." I
Yeah,
think this is in
yeah.
front of the
She's like
president, which is funny.
your classic, I feel like little sister in
Yeah,
these movies where she's like,
she's
I hate
great
my
at it.
brother and I have sassy one-liners.
I love it.
They go to
uh,
Club Alien.
yeah,
She also says to the president, sorry, back to the sister.
the
I'm a big
sister.
fan of yours, even though my dad thinks you're a loser. Great.
It's such a good time.
Um, Now we're at
Because
Club Alien because they pulled up somewhere and
she
she
demanded
saw
it.
it, or she drove them there because she was driving. And I'm like, okay, also in this movie, and I guess this happens a lot, but I'm like, who's letting these children into this?
I don't get it.
Why are we letting these children into this club?
Yeah, I feel like in my area when I grew up, there was one like 18 and over club
But
that
they're
you
not
could go into.
18.
I know. That's why I'm like, what's going on here? There's nothing that makes
And then
sense.
there was the other thing, like in high school, they had under 18 clubs. I remember those
Hmm,
existing
I didn't
where
know
you
those.
had to be like a teen.
Yeah,
But there were adults at this club, so
these seem
like they
like
wouldn't
big
have been
adults.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Steve seems like an adult, and so she's dancing with the
Yes.
bike guy Steve at the club, and
Yeah,
Duncan
he
calls
comes
his
up, he's
friend for
like, "Do
some
you want to
reason.
dance?" And she's like, "Yeah,
Yeah, because Duncan's somewhere else,
girl."
and I'm like,
Because he
you're not
goes
gonna
to the
wait for
bathroom to
Duncan
call his friends to be like, I'm coming to the dance with the
with the
president's
president's
daughter. Double the
daughter?
bet.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna happen. And she's dancing with this other guy. I'm like, girlfriend, you don't get everything that you want in life.
That's
And
not her
you don't
experience so far.
go on a date with somebody and then dance with some other guy at a
Yeah.
club and then be
Yes.
like, what the fuck? I'm just dancing.
Well, when Duncan comes up to her, because the creeps from the car who were ready to beat them up are at the club too, and he's trying to go up to her, and he's like, "Hey, we gotta
Everyone's at
go."
this fucking club.
And Hallie's like, "Okay, okay, I'll go, but let me finish dancing this song with Steve." And I'm like, "Why? I can't believe. Go with your guy.
Yeah,
You're
you're
gonna
on,
dance this song with
like,
Steve?"
I am so on board with women doing what they need to do and
Yeah,
men not, stopping them. But like, man, this bitch, I was like, what on earth are we
she's
doing? And it's
awful,
because,
awful.
again, she's free. But like, okay, free for the first time, fine. We're going around, we're
Sure.
going to different places. You're
Yeah,
taking Duncan to these places that he doesn't really want to go. But being
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna dance with this random guy while we're on a date.
It's crazy. This guy who like, I'm sorry, I made you pay 730 on your credit card. I've taken your like dad's car. Like all of this stuff is you're getting him in big trouble. Secret Service. Like she and then she's like,
She
"Come here
doesn't,
dance
and
with
she
this guy."
doesn't
Dude,
realize it. Like, he has lied to her and been like, oh, it's my credit card, it's my car. But, like, whatever, he's a 17-year-old boy. And, like, sure, she's also a teenage girl, but, like, girl, like, she just has no concept of reality whatsoever in a way that's, like,
yes.
so annoying. And also, like, on the parents to try to instill some sort of normalcy. Like I would imagine that many presidents, I mean, not all of them, but I would imagine that some of them, like who had young kids, like hopefully put in an effort to give them some sort of like values and instill some sort of like, here's how you be a adult or like a good
Yeah.
person.
Like, I obviously have not been friends with any president's daughters, but I am friends with like people who have like wacky family money. And like,
Hmm.
even then, like, they have like understanding of like what people can and can't do. And like, the ones I know and our friends in my life obviously are like surprisingly like grounded and realistic with money and not crazy, not like you should spend 730 like there are ways
They
to
know
raise your
that you
kids
can't
well.
do that.
You can raise
Yeah,
kids with an understanding. You don't have to make them awful. Like,
right.
I don't get it.
But she's
Whatever.
awful.
Yep. And so
So
she's
then
awful and they walk
she's
into the
like,
creeps.
"Oh yeah, like my boy like reads my wait.
Well, Reed
Oh,
comes up to
then
her at
Reed's
the club
there."
and he's being a creep. And then he's like, "You'd go out with Duncan, but you won't go out with me." And he's like, "What am I missing?" And she goes, "Yeah, human DNA." Got him again. He's not a human, he's a different species. A cool
Yeah.
line. And then
She's
she
so
basically, the creeps
funny.
come up to her and she's like, "This is my boyfriend, will beat you up," and like gets them to beat up Reed, which is a good move. Great move. I'm gonna be honest. That was a good move
Yeah.
on her part. Love that move.
So then she's like leaving and she's like, I don't know what the big deal is. I was just dancing with him. Again, fine. Like, I don't think dancing is that big of a deal. You don't know this man.
No,
Like, if I'm, and you're on a first date, it's
it's
weird.
she's just
It's
bad.
weird behavior.
She's just bad. She's bad.
Yeah.
It sucks that she's bad, but she's bad. Anyway, they're driving, they blow a tire, and he's like, "We're never gonna make it to dance." And
Yeah.
the
And then Reed's
president
back at
and
the White House, so he tells everyone
some
what's up.
some BS story actually. He tells them not really. He's like Duncan is some hoodlum and he has a gang and they beat me up, and everyone's like, "This
Hmm.
is crazy," you know. And the president and decides, I think that, and so does the dad. They realize like, "Oh yeah, our Secret Service sucks," so they're trying to sneak out as
We're
caterers
gonna
to like go on
sneak
their
out of the
own.
White House. The president somehow sneaks out. Most incompetent Secret Service ever.
Ever, ever.
But I
They
would
wouldn't even
also
stop
want
them
to
to
sneak
open
out.
doors for him.
Having a security detail would be terrible.
It would suck.
They would see
It would suck.
everything that you're doing.
Yeah, and they'd have to be private about it. You'd have to be confident they're going to be private about it, which like
I'm
it
like,
just sucks.
okay,
Like obviously you're at that level
I
and
just
there
feel
is like
like
it's nice to feel safe because I imagine you'd never feel safe, but still,
I
it's
just want to
crazy.
understand, like, and I want a tell-all book from, like, I guess the president, because the
Hmm.
Secret Service probably isn't gonna want, but I'm like, what if you just I feel like they would get so I'm like, what if you want to fuck? Are they standing outside the door? You're like, I'm trying to fuck the first lady. Um, where do they go? They stand outside and listen?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Well, they're
crazy.
told that the doors are soundproof because she does try to listen to something, and one of the guys like, "Hey, the doors are soundproof." But I
Fine.
agree.
I would
I
be
think you have to
concerned
be
about
like,
that.
"Here's my
I'm like,
private
what
time."
if I need to shit? What if I need to fart? They're just around this all the time. You're either
That's
holding it
true.
in constantly or you're just like thinking of like, I don't know. I guess you just get close enough with them and you're like, sorry. I don't
You
know.
get my life. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, it sucks. Um,
All right. He gets,
so
I
Hallie's
don't
in a
know.
biker bar then all of a sudden, and
Which
she's like,
again, how is she in this fucking now we're not at any club that should be allowing like she should not be allowed in this place. And she's hanging out with fucking adults.
Yes.
and she like makes a move, and she goes, "Oh my god, I got the 8 ball in on the first shot," and everyone claps for her, which is so silly.
She's in this
And
biker bar somehow. She's hanging out. This is like with this, I was like, you're hanging out with old people. Like these are old
yes,
bikers. I'm like, what are you doing,
yep,
girl?
she's an idiot, and she's like, "Everyone
She,
likes me," and she made like, she's like, "I made some new friends," and it's like,
I'm like. You're
you're like a
crazy.
young hot, it's kind of like, we had that like ballet friend who was
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
who was always like, people would like go out of their way to help her. And she's like, everyone's so nice. And it's like, no, you're really hot. Like, and
You're like
people,
gorgeous.
yeah. And like, it's like, you're a young hot, like, of course people are doing things for you. It's not just that everyone's magically nice, It's so
Mm-hmm.
silly. She's like, these are my new friends. And I'm like, no, they're like, we got this young hot thing
Pretty
here in the bar.
privilege, and she's just unaware of it.
Yeah, she's dumb. And the people are being mean to the bikers are being mean to Duncan for wanting to get her to leave. And he's gonna get beat up, but then he starts doing card tricks to get the bikers to
Yeah,
not
to
beat him up.
distract them, and they're all like,
And I
"Oh
loved it.
my God, magic!"
It was so fun. I loved this. It made me so happy. It was delightful. And the guy's impressed. They want to see the trick again. And I don't know. The two dads are out looking at the mall. They're
Yeah,
looking
they
for the
see some people making
kids.
out, and they're like,
Are
"Hey,
you
get
there?
away!" And it's just a different couple.
It's
They're
just a
like, "Mr.
different
President, I'm
couple.
so sorry. We'll never do it again."
It's very silly. And then it turns out Hallie thinks magic is cool, and they find his car's been stolen.
Yeah, stolen
And
by these two crazy people. I was like, "How did this
yeah,
happen?"
I
But
don't know.
whatever.
And
And
she's like,
he's
listen, he's
like,
like,
I'm gonna be, she literally is just like, sorry about your car, Duncan. Like, it's not like, oh my God, I'm
this is
so
bad.
fucking sorry this happened. She's just
Yeah,
like, sorry about it. And
sorry.
then he's like, we have to call the police. We have to get it sorted out. And she's like, no, Duncan. No,
No.
I'll get in trouble, Duncan. I don't
The
care about
Secret
your
Service is gonna
car.
come.
Duncan.
She
And
does
then
have a
he,
valid speech, in my opinion. She is like,
yes.
we'll both be grounded and we'll never be able to do anything again. So why not
So
have a few
let's
more
just,
hours? And I think she's not
yeah,
wrong here.
I don't think she's wrong with that.
This is the most I've ever agreed with her, actually.
She
And I'm
has a
like, it's
broken
true.
clock and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was her moment of you're kind of like, yeah, all right, let's just go have
Yeah.
fun. The people who stole the car are robbing like a convenience store.
Yeah.
They're just nuts. They're just
Yeah.
going
They're
around
nuts. They're
committing
like, who
crimes.
needs money when you got disguises? And the disguises are like paper bags over
Yeah,
their
yeah.
smiley faces. It's very silly.
And then we've got, the president and the dad see the car, so they're chasing after them. They run a red
Mm-hmm.
light to try to catch them, and then the cops pull over the president and the dad,
And the president's like, don't worry, being the president has its advantages. And it turns out the guy doesn't believe he's president. The president doesn't carry ID. So
which
they
is
get put in a
insane.
holding cell. Yeah.
I feel like the president must have ID.
I don't honestly know why you would need it normally.
I
You have the
guess
Secret
that's
Service
totally
everywhere.
fair, but like I
Yeah.
just feel like there should be a badge of some sorts.
President badge?
Yeah,
Like
a
a sheriff
president badge.
badge?
What if there's a look-alike?
You're so right. You're
You
so
never
right.
know. What if there's a
Yeah.
really good impersonator and they pull
Uh,
Anastasia?
or a face off. What if there's a face off?
Yeah, you never know.
Never
Or
know.
a body
Or
snatcher situation,
a
although I
body
guess they would
snatcher.
have their body, so it wouldn't matter.
They'd have the badge then, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's true. You're right. And so they're in those cells, and the president's like, it's not easy being president and parent, believe me. And Duncan's dad is like, yeah, it's not easy being a parent. Like,
He's like, okay. And then they're talking about golfing, and the president is like, oh, I used to love golfing, but now that I'm president, I'm too busy to play golf. And I'm like, wow, what a time, 1998. What a
I
time when the
know.
president didn't have time to golf.
Yep, as it should be, as it should be. And so
Yeah.
then our main couple gets on the bus, and she's like, "Oh, I just want a normal life." And he's like, "Having a normal life is boring. Like you do the same thing over and over again."
And then this fucking crazy bitch, they're fucking on the bus and they drive past the fundraiser. She goes, oh, it's Daddy's fundraiser. Let's go check it out.
You didn't want to call the
What?
Secret Service. Who do you think's going to be at your father's
Who?
fundraiser?
You think you're. What the fuck? What?
Yes,
Insane
yes.
behavior.
And so they do that, and somehow she ends up on TV arguing with a woman about how, like, the president's actually an okay guy. He could just lighten up some,
Yeah, she's like,
which is
my
very silly.
daddy's good. And we never find out his political party, but it's giving
No.
Republican.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it is giving Republican. Her vibe's giving Republican.
yes. Her vibe is
Um,
giving like future Fox News host.
yeah. Yep.
She'll be in
And
politics. She'll definitely go into politics. She's definitely going to like, she's going to be a problem. This is
she's going to be a
98.
problem.
She's a teen. Yeah,
Those are our problem people. Yeah.
she's the one causing problems today.
100%.
Wow, fuck this
Wow.
bitch.
I hate her. I
I
hate
hate
her.
her so much.
Yep. Yep. And president is seeing this speech from like his cell, and then the Secret Service here on TV, so they come out to try to chase them. And she and Duncan climb up off onto a roof, and they had a nice
And
night, and then
he's,
they like dance on the roof.
upset, but he's also upset. He's like, I'm not a rock climber. He confesses all this stuff. And she's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I figured if you wanted to impress me that badly, you must really like me. And he's like, yeah, I still had a really great time. Gives her the
Mm-hmm.
ring that he got before. He got a ring at the store from like one of those 25-cent things, which I miss
Yeah.
those things. Those things were
Those are
so
cute.
fun.
They are fun.
Anyway, he gives it to
And then
her.
and
They're dancing.
he's like, we really got to go to the dance, and that's when he tells her about the bet, and
Because she's like,
she's
why do you want to
pissed.
go so badly? There's only like 5 minutes
5 minutes
left.
left. Uh-huh.
And I think it is fair for her to be pissed about this. I would
Yes,
also
a
be
hundred
mad.
percent. Yes. And then so she like leaves, and the biker guy says dumb shit to her,
Yeah, he's
and
like, hey, how you don't need a boy, you need a
you need a man
man.
like
Come with me to
me.
a house party. And this fucking just dumb, dumb girl with no like concept of her own safety. Like I feel like she really and I feel like maybe I had a little bit of this when I was younger, but I probably was not privileged enough to like have it become this much of a problem where like you're a teenager and you're like, "Oh, I'm invincible." Like I really believed like I think that I was kind of an asshole sometimes to men or like being like, oh, I can handle myself. Like I could see myself in this situation being like, nothing bad will happen. I can handle it. But you like learn pretty quickly like that you can't handle it and that people will try like could kill you. So, and bad things will
Yeah,
happen.
I was definitely the more scared all the time kind of person. I was very
Yeah.
like scared about stuff happening or being in the wrong places or whatever, you know. I was like
Yeah,
probably too
that
paranoid in a way that wasn't great, but whatever.
yeah.
Like I think I missed out
A
on probably a lot of things because
balance.
I was too scared. It's hard to find.
Yeah, there's balance is in the middle. I think I don't
Yeah,
think the way I did it. I mean, and I don't think I was like again this bad about it, but I
yeah.
definitely had there are certain situations that I look back on that I'm just like, what the fuck were you doing? Like that was not safe. Um, but this seems nuts, and especially
Yeah,
as a teenager.
for sure. And she, I don't think is gonna hop on his bike, but Duncan comes around the corner and she's pissed off with him, and so that she decides to jump on the bike then to like
She's
show him
like,
something or whatever.
okay,
And
I'll
it's
show
such a
you.
bummer. And I guess for some reason, Duncan knows this guy's like last name, so he steals like an
I
address
think
from
he
phone
used to
books.
go to his high school, but he dropped out. I think it was
Oh,
said at
got
the
it.
beginning.
Got it.
So, um, that's why. But everybody's very connected in this movie. So we're at the house party, and she's like, there's like, people smashing things. It's like, just all these
It's a messy, yuck
bad
house
rebel
party.
people. And she's like, ew, this is yucky. I'm a fancy lady. Why am I here?
Well, she's like, "What's that smell?" And he's like, "Oh, it's been in there for a while." And he like tries to kiss her, and she's like, "Hey, like you're moving too fast." He's like, "Fine, we'll just dance," you know.
Yeah.
And he
So
does that
this is the part where
again.
I'm like, she is confident in herself. Like,
And I like
girl
that. Like
has
I like that she
confidence.
like she stomped on Reed's foot in the beginning, and I like that
Hmm.
for her. Like I like the boundaries that she has.
She's great with boundaries. And I do think that that is, I think, also a balance that
Uh huh.
parents, it would be a very hard balance to strike as a parent because it's like, yeah, you want your kid to be good at setting boundaries and stuff, but I do think sometimes people who are like naturally very good at setting boundaries are people who like are good at it because they don't fucking care about like
Yeah.
other people. So
And their priorities like
versus
what they want and what they don't want.
yes,
Period.
it's like
You know?
period, it is what I want, and that is good, but also at some point you need to compromise and you need to
Yes.
consider that other people exist as well and that you shouldn't
Yes.
be, a monster. And she's not, she falls too far on that edge, but I am proud of her
I
for setting
agree.
boundaries because
Me too.
people pleaser not
No,
how I
it's
would have
really
handled
hard to
that.
do. No.
Yeah.
Uh-uh. And so she gets so pissed off, she leaves, and Steve's like, I'll take you home when I'm ready. Nobody walks out on Steve Ellinger. You be a good little girl, come back in the house, and I'll take you home later, which is gross. He's so
Gross.
scary and yucky.
And this is when Duncan shows up because he had a phone book and he's been trying to find him. He's been trying to find his
The
house.
addresses, yeah.
Hmm.
And he goes and tries to fight him. He's terrible at fighting. Duncan's like, don't worry, I'm handling this, and keeps getting like beat up. Haley bites Steve's ear, and then Duncan at some point does do a good punch, and
And they get
they
to
leave.
run off, and she's like, "Wait a second, I'm gonna knock over its motorcycle." I was like, "All right, girl, I guess."
I liked it. She pushed it off to like go drive off somewhere and crash. I
Yeah,
appreciated that. And then they're like at sunrise, like a weird sunrise shot.
yeah. It's the sun is rising over the National Mall. They're like at the
Yeah,
Lincoln Memorial, and they're kind of like, "We'll probably never see each other again." And she's like, "Maybe someday, because I won't be the president's daughter forever." And then they kiss
yeah,
each other.
yeah, and they hug. And at some point she's like, I guess not everybody is as nice as you. And it's like, yeah, there are
Yeah,
creeps out there and you're
girl.
protected from everyone. Like,
Yeah.
but they both
She's
agree in
so
this combo.
delusional. And I get
Yes.
it, like, she spent all of her teen years really in the White House. So
Yes.
I guess she, like, maybe as a young girl, but you don't really have to learn these survival skills until you are a teen girl and
Yeah,
men are being creepy to you.
and you're on your own. And I also imagine that at her high school, she probably is at some fancy ass all girls high school where the girls there are probably similar, honestly. Like they
Yes,
probably are like
definitely.
all incredibly like wealthy, spoiled people, and she thinks it's the
Hmm.
norm.
Yes. So it's not her
And
fault that she sucks, but she
no, but she does
does.
suck, and someone needs to do something about it.
And somebody's got to put this bitch in check
Someone's
because
gotta do this. Yeah. And so whatever, she gets returned home. The family at the White House hugs.
yeah, they're like, you
Duncan.
know what? That was bad, but whatever. Duncan's in
Yeah.
trouble. Dad's pissed.
Yeah, even though the car is like perfectly fine and spotless and
Yeah.
scratch free. And then when they're driving, dad's like, maybe when you're not grounded, we can golf, or you could teach me a magic trick. And then the dad crashes the car, even though the car was perfect after going through so much
He
crazy shit
crashes the
throughout the
car
night.
because Duncan's like, he's like, hey, what's this jacket? And Duncan's like, well, there was an emergency, so I put $730 on your credit card. And Dad's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Fair. But then he does get in a car accident
Yeah.
because of it, which is unfortunate. But that was a pretty
Which
fucked
is
up
crazy because
thing.
everything the car was
Hmm.
through the night before was crazy. Like the way those two people who stole
Yes.
it were driving it was
Oh
insane. There
yeah.
was no reason it
There
should have
was
been
a
fine.
point before the people who get caught, the Secret Service also, when they catch
Yeah.
them, bring them back to the White House. They're like, we caught
Thinking
them. I'm
they're
like,
the Duncan and Hallie.
it's like, you don't know what the president's daughter looks like? This woman doesn't look anything like
Yes.
her. I was like, what are you
I
talking
would have
about?
fired the Secret Service
No,
then.
he
If I were
needs
the
an
president, I'd be like, you're fired.
entire
You're
new
gone.
security detail. These people
What?
are so incompetent.
You don't know what my daughter looks like? How are you looking for her?
Yeah.
What? I couldn't believe that. Okay,
Yeah, that
yeah.
was crazy.
So then it's a
But,
school day.
Duncan's paying his friends. They're like, what'd you do instead? And he's like, tells them
I did
everything. And
this,
they're
this,
like,
this,
we
this,
don't
this.
believe you.
They're
And
like,
he's like, I don't even
okay,
care because
I don't
I
need you to
had a
believe
good
me.
time.
Yeah. And
And
so
then
he's in
he's in
class, and then
history class.
The Secret Service come to the door, and they're like, we're here for Duncan. And Duncan leaves. The president talks to him.
President's
And the
at his
president,
school, and he's like, Hallie told me everything, and you can see her again. Like,
yeah,
how about you see her again?
He's like, I
And then
wouldn't
he's like,
veto the idea of
okay.
you seeing her again, which is very silly.
Yeah. And
Like,
then
I'm the
he's like, but you
president.
got to do something for me. And the president calls his dad's boss and like is like, hey, come play golf with me, but bring him. And then he got promoted. And I don't know. I was like, this is such like a man thing, being like, let's play golf together,
Took
and then
off to talk
we'll
about our
do
futures.
promotions and we'll do deals on the golf
Yep.
course.
Big
Men
yuck.
love doing a deal on a golf course.
Where no women are, so they can't be part of the deals, you know?
Yeah. That's what we need, more women in golf.
Yep, I've always said that. Women in golf, and then women in STEM. Um,
Yes.
and then women in magic.
Way more women in magic.
Agreed. So then Duncan goes to the White House for, I guess, what their second date is. At first, I couldn't tell if it was a second date because the whole security people are like, you must be getting so tired of this. But then it's only their second time doing it. And
Yeah.
then they go on their date. They drive off. Duncan's like, your
And
dad's so
also,
cool for trusting
okay,
us.
Dad
Yes.
says, or Duncan says to Dad, don't worry, I'll have her home by 11. And he goes, whenever. I was like, well, we're
Okay.
just like trusting these kids? There's no fucking way Hallie's not pulling some crazy shit.
Yeah, I think that's why he's like, whatever, we'll see what happens.
He's like, we'll see. And then they're,
Yeah,
escorted by a full security detail, which they should have been in the
yeah,
first place.
agreed.
Um, okay, and that's where it ends.
Yeah.
I like 3 to 6 months for them. I also, though, I'm like, if Hallie pulls some insane shit sometime soon, there's no way this is happening again. The president's not forgiving her if she does it twice, but maybe she won't.
I think like she's being allowed a level of freedom that maybe she doesn't have to act out as much each of these times.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. But listen, I hate her. And I do think as soon as she meets another guy on one of these trips, another like fancy boy, it's done.
Also, if her dad is now open to her dating Duncan, that might mean that they're open to her dating other guys. And we've already
Yeah.
seen that she is willing to go like straight up
With
on her
any
date with
guy.
Duncan, just
Yes.
go off with any other guy. So it
Yes.
could be fast that she is allowed to go out with other guys.
I think she will
Maybe.
be allowed to go out with other guys, period. I
Hmm.
think it's like, who will she find interest in? Who will she see in her day to day? And she doesn't see a lot of guys day to day. That's why I think it's going to be a guy on one of these trips to like an embassy somewhere, you know?
Yeah, something like that. Or if she starts being allowed to go to her school dances with the
Which I think
partner
doesn't have to do
school.
with it doesn't have to do with them like being like you can't go. It's like you're on this trip with us. I think that's why she misses stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like it's really
Gotcha.
not like a you can't date. It's like a you're with
You
us
have
doing
to be
everything.
on the campaign trail or whatever. And
Exactly.
it is a campaign
Yes.
year. He's campaigning for re-election. So she is going to be busy.
She's going to be busy.
Okay. I'll do 3 to 6.
I'm
I
comfortable with
can't
3 to 6.
imagine that it's going
No.
to go much
No.
longer because
It
they won't
can't.
be able to see each other often. And once she finds
Yes.
somebody else,
She'll see someone else and it'll be done.
yeah.
I'm comfortable with
All
this.
right. Three to
All
six.
right.
They go on a handful of dates.
She
And
ends it when she meets some other guy somewhere else.
yeah, someone with more money and importance
And like a little bit more of an asshole.
now she's, supporting Trump. So she's awful. And
She's awful. We hate her.
it's
All
the first
right.
woman
Good
that we
job.
really hated.
I know. See, we're not. What's the word for when you just hate men?
Misandrist.
We hate both of them equally. It just men are worse normally.
Yes, we are. I'm willing to hate everyone if they give me the
Yes.
opportunity to do
Yes. And
it.
this girl, she
Yeah.
gave us the opportunity. We took it.
Yes,
She's
there's a
awful.
lot of awful women in the world, and I don't like
Yes.
them.
Nope.
There just happens to be quite a few awful men.
And the way they do awful is so extreme.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and this was pretty extreme.
This was
She was
extremely
awful.
extreme.
Yeah.
Yes. We hated
It was like
her.
beyond, I don't know, annoying teenager. There was like a part of me that was like, wow, I'm really shitting on this teenage girl, but I don't know. She was
No.
mean. She was bad.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
All right.
All right.
This has
This has
been
been When Harry
When
Dumped
Harry Dumped
Sally.
Sally. We're here every Tuesday. Bye
Bye.
bye.